I'll never be over Calvary, for it was their sin's power over me was taken away. Oh, happy day, overcome by the blood of the Lamb. I am saved and forever I am overwhelmed, overjoyed.
Okay, everybody, I'm Jim Edwards with Mountain Music Showcase. Going to get out of the way in just a moment. I want to get the music going with Wade Spencer. This guy is awesome. If you were here, I don't know what, Wade, 4 years ago maybe? Somewhere around there. You heard him, and I know you want to hear him again. So we're going to bring him on up. And I always have to do something first, and that is to say thank you to our veterans. So all you veterans out there, get those hands up. Let me see you. Thank you, veterans, absolutely. And, of course, today would be an appropriate day to say thank you to our veterans for all of the sacrifices and their service. So thank you very much. You veterans here at the Crooked Road General Store, and you veterans by way of television, thank you so much. Because of all of you, we are here. Now, if you will, everybody, please help me welcome back to the old Southern porch, Wade Spencer.
Thank you. Up, time's at hand, there's a stir across the land, and so begins another day on life's highway. City streets, down country roads, like a stream the people flow. There's bread to win, tolls to pay on life's highway. There is hope for their return, a bridge to build, a bridge to burn. Here's praying you will never go astray on life's highway. We are young, then we're old, passing through, then passing on, like the roses bloom and fade on life's highway. Step by step, round and round, ever know and where we're bound, from the cradle to the grave on life's highway. There is hope for their return, a bridge to build, a bridge to burn. Here's praying you will never go astray on life's highway. The sun is up, time's at hand, there's a stir across the land, and so begins another day on life's highway. A bridge to burn. Here's praying you will never go astray on life's highway. Here's praying you will never go astray on life's highway. with a heavy load from the seeds he sowed. And if you see your sister falling by the way, just stop and say, you're going the wrong way. You've got to try a little kindness, show a little kindness, shine your light for everyone to see. And if you try a little kindness, then you overlook the blindness of narrow-minded people on their narrow-minded street. Don't walk around and down and out, lend a helping hand instead of doubt. And the kindness that you show every day will help someone along their way. You've got to try a little kindness, show a little kindness, shine your light for everyone to see. And if you try a little kindness, then you overlook the blindness of narrow-minded people on their narrow-minded street. You've got to try a little kindness, show a little kindness, shine your light for everyone to see. And if you try a little kindness, then you overlook the blindness of narrow-minded people on their narrow-minded street. Narrow-minded people on the narrow-minded street. Thomas has a new love in his life. It's not a possession or a wife. Thomas said he heard a higher call. It was something spiritual. He ain't been around in a week or two. Nobody's seen Thomas since they crucified the Jew. They say Thomas hid inside a shell, and he's building walls into a prison cell. Thomas doubts he'll ever love again. He says he just can't stand to love and lose a friend. He said it leaves an awful hole that reaches down into your very soul. Thomas is a man not big on words, believes in what he sees, not what he's heard. Till Jesus said, come put your hand in mine. See the scars that my love left behind. He got some hands-on experience that was unlike anything he'd known before. He got some hands-on experience when he reached out and some hands-on experience that was unlike anything he'd known before. He got some hands-on experience when he reached out and touched the one he loved so much that day. Hands-on experience.
Good to see all of you this evening. I appreciate the opportunity to be back at the Crooked Road General Store. Marla gave Teresa a t-shirt last time we were here, and she has literally wore that. I got sick of seeing that thing in the house. And so I recognize that emblem on all these t-shirts here tonight. Appreciate you, Marla, for having us tonight. Thank you for all for coming. Singing that song about old Thomas, you know, we know Thomas is Doubting Thomas. 2,000 years later, we still know him as Doubting Thomas. So I want to tell you there's a lot more good in Thomas. I think I would have been the same if it would have been me. I would have been the doubter. So I feel like there was a lot of good in that guy. It was kind of a shame that we remember him the way we do. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that song. That song reminds me, talking about, got some hands-on experience when I was 11 years old. Our pastor and his family came to the Spencer's Farm there in northern Ohio on a Sunday afternoon after church, and they came to our house for dinner that Sunday. That afternoon, us kids were out in the barnyard playing, and our pastor had his Bible in his hand. He walked right past us kids in the barnyard and went out into our big barn, our bank barn, we call them up north. I don't want you to call them down here. Made out of wood, big gaps in the wood siding. And he went out there in our barn and shut the door, and I was probably just a nosy little 11-year-old kid, but I really wanted to know what he was doing in my barn. I felt like it was my barn because I was already doing a lot of the farming. My dad worked in a factory, and he would tell me what field to do what in each day when I was really, really young. So I went out there and peeked through those cracks in the barn door, and I spotted our pastor sitting on our old tractor seat. He had the Bible laying up on the steering wheel, and I knew right away he was studying the sermon for that Sunday evening service. But Marla, what I didn't realize, no idea, that sermon that night in a little mission church was the sermon that made me realize for the first time in my life that I needed a Savior. And I gave my life and my heart to Jesus that night after a sermon that was prepared sitting on a tractor seat. And I'm thankful for that. That same year, my dad bought me a little mandolin. I'm playing a Deerstone mandolin tonight, one of the best custom-made mandolins in the world. And Ray Deerstone that built it is here tonight. Stand up, Ray. Give him a hand. I played one of his mandolins in North Carolina about 15, 12, 13, 14 years ago. And I was singing up here at Friendship Baptist a little while later, and someone came up to me and said, "You ever hear of Ray Deerstone?" I said, "Yes, I have. I know about a Deerstone mandolin because I just played my buddies down in Lenore, North Carolina, and it had a thump sound that I never had before." And I told that guy I'd love to have one. And he said, "Well, I know him." I said, "Well, you tell him to call me because I'm really seriously interested in having one built." And Ray called me very shortly. And in 2006, he built me a custom mandolin. I took it to him today. It's kind of funny. I took it to him today. I said, "Can you file the frets a little bit? 11 years of playing, I about wore the bottom of the frets out." And he said, "Wade, they're too bad for me to do here this afternoon." But he said, "I'll give you a loaner for a few weeks." So I'm playing one I've never played before. And you know, it's funny. It still feels different. That's a good sales pitch. I guess it is. Actually, Yeah, he's got 4 or 5 of them he just finished today. He started them last Monday and he's got them done today. But anyway, I noticed I kind of got off fret a little bit there. It does feel the same, but yet it feels a little different. So I appreciate Brother Ray for giving me a mandolin to play. He's going to fix it. So when I get back in town. Is that what it is? These fingers ain't used to that. Yeah. Oh. Okay, well, I probably don't do that. He was one of the greats. But there is a difference, and I didn't know. But yet it still feels kind of the same. So I love the Deerstone mandolins, though. But anyway.
We could all tell the difference, right?
Hey, I'll tell you this. If you would have heard the mandolin and I got when I was 11, that Dad bought me that year when I was 11, you would know the difference. And it cost like $100 and raises like 3 or 4 times that much. But that was a lie.
That's a down payment, right?
Yeah. That's just to get in the shop and talk to him about it. No, but anyway, Dad bought me a mandolin that same year. And Dad was from eastern Kentucky over here around Letcher County, Kentucky. They moved to Ohio when he was 11 years old. And Dad's oldest brother played a mandolin, but he died in the service when he was 18 years old. And I really believe, I've never asked my dad, but I believe that's why he stuck a mandolin in my hand when I was a little boy, letting me fulfill what Creed was not able to do. So I want to sing a song for you next, if I could. A song that really describes me growing up in church, especially started out playing the mandolin on Wednesday nights, learning to sing harmony. Played music for everyone that got up to sing, and I probably messed a lot of those singers up back then trying to learn this thing. But I'm thankful for that. And God was preparing me to do this work when I was a little teenager. I'm 59 years old now. He was preparing me to carry the greatest message in the world, the gospel story of Jesus Christ. Back then, brother, that I had no idea. And the way I believe in God is I believe he knew back then that I would be here tonight. And I believe he knew that you would all be here. So let me sing a song that, boy, it does have a good sound. Wow. I think I'm just going to sit here and pick it around. A song that really fits my life.
I used to get there early when I was a boy. I'd straighten the pews on the hardwood floor. Daddy shook every hand as they gathered in. We were prayer warriors in a world of sin. We sang, there ain't no grave gonna hold me down. Started clapping, somebody shout. The spirit would rise and fill the house as the walls came tumbling down. Oh, the walls came tumbling down. Oh, the devil took a beating at Wednesday night prayer meeting. We heard hellfire preaching at Wednesday night prayer meeting. Oh, amazing grace fell like a flood. We all got washed in the blood. That's the way it was at Wednesday night prayer meeting. There's a road to the right and a road to the left. The shadows have fallen and I'm all alone. There's still a light shining that leads me home. I see the candles in the windows of that little church that I love. I still hear them meet you on the other side. Oh, I'll meet you on the other side. Oh, the devil took a beating at Wednesday night prayer meeting. We heard hellfire preaching at Wednesday night prayer meeting. Oh, amazing grace fell like a flood. We all got washed in the blood. Yeah, that's the way it was at Wednesday night prayer meeting. Yeah, that's the way it was at Wednesday night prayer meeting. Let me sing an old Don Williams song. Don Williams passed away last Friday. A few of you may have not heard that. Let me sing a song that was my grandpa's favorite song the last couple years of his life. I recorded it several years. I haven't done it for a while. Hope I can do it without forgetting the words or messing up. Lord. Oh, you did? Okay, because I haven't done it for a while. That's why I come up here and practiced it always. All right. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. Lord, have you forgotten me? I've been praying to you faithfully. Lord, I'm trying to be a righteous man, but Lord, I hope you understand. I don't need fortune and I don't need fame. Send down the thunder, Lord, send down the rain. But when you're planning just how it will be, plan a good day for me. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. You've been the king since the dawn of time. All that I'm asking is a little less crime. It would be hard for the devil to do, but it would be easy for you. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good.
years ago, you sent your son. You wanted us to understand that whosoever would believe in him would be safe in his hands. With 3 rusty nails and an old dogwood tree, the sacrifice was made for you and me. We were afraid to say that he was the one. What have we done to your son? Oh, how it hurts when someone laughs at you. Their words can cut you like a knife. Just think of all the shame we put him through. Guess he gave more than his life. With 3 rusty nails and an old dogwood tree, the sacrifice was made for you and me. We were afraid to say that he was the one. What have we done to your son? Well, we know not what we do. We know not what we say. We'll never know the price he paid to take our sins away. With 3 rusty nails and an old dogwood tree, the sacrifice was made for you and me. We were afraid to say that he was the one. What have we done to your son? With 3 rusty nails and an old dogwood tree. Teresa, bring me that Coke and my phone up here if you would. Teresa always instructs me to have something that she can bring up to us so she can be seen by everybody. I don't know. I did that to church the other day, and she said, if you ever do that again, I don't care if you're dying for something to drink, I won't bring it to you. Thanks, babe. I was going to have you come twice, but I thought I wouldn't do that.
Let's hear for Teresa. She can't sing a lick,
She'll tell you that too, won't she?
but she can cook, she can cook, she can cook.
That's true. Let me sing a song that I recorded for Teresa and I's first grandchild. Teresa and I have been married 34 years, and we kind of got grandkids late in life. We have 2 little granddaughters. Era Lee is 4 years old. She's the first one. Harper is 2 years old. And Airlie is Teresa's mother's name. Have you ever heard of Airlie down here in Virginia? Anybody? It's a pretty rare name. It was Teresa's mother's name, or is her name, but they never used it. Her little baby brother couldn't say it, so he called her Sue. So she has spent 78 years being named Sue. So they used it for our first granddaughter. But I will say this, it's the only good thing I ever saw come from my mother-in-law. The only thing. It's going to be a long trip home, isn't it, baby? Yeah, you can.
He has another granddaughter who is named what we just learned is a brand new granddaughter to Paul and Kay. Tell them what your granddaughter's name is, this brand new one. Harper Rose. Harper Rose.
All right.
They are new grandparents, so let's give them a great big hand. They got Eli is 12, right? So they got a 12-year-old grandson, now they got Harper Rose. So I love hearing that baby's name. That's the other granddaughter, right?
Yeah, ours is Harper Aaron, I think. I hope your Harper is a little easier going than our Harper is. Whew. I guess it's those terrible twos, but she was terrible ones too. So anyway, Airlie, at her age, she is a blessing. Harper is too, but you know, Airlie's talking and knows what's going on. She's funny. For those, what do you call it? Is it ARC TV? You call that down here? The
ARC TV.
ARC. I never did know if it's ARC or ARC. But I'm on my TV show is on ARC TV every week, probably a couple times. I'm not sure. It's called Life's Highway. Some of you are saying, "Oh, I knew I've seen you before." But anyway, on there you'll see me with a beard a lot of times, hats, clothes, and I mean, not clothes. Teresa, you're the only one that laughed about that. Go back to the back. Camouflage clothes, okay? Because I do elk hunting, deer hunting, fishing, turkey hunting, all kinds of outdoor activities, and then I mix in my music videos, and it's an outreach called Life's Highway, and so I hope you enjoy it. But so last fall, Airlie was only 3.5 years old in November, and I said, Airlie, now tomorrow Pawpaw's going to Iowa to deer hunt. She looked up at me and she says, well, Pawpaw, she said, you need to take your truck to the car wash and use a brush on it. I didn't even know she ever even seen my truck before. But anyway, Teresa is Italian. She is an awesome cook. Our son is a chef, and it's because of his mother that he knows about cooking like he does. But he's been to school. She hasn't. And I actually like her cooking better than his. But her grandparents came over on, not the Mayflower, but close to it. In 1907, her grandpa came as a stowaway. 1907. How many gardeners do we have here tonight? Anybody that raises gardens? Okay, you'd be interested to hear Teresa's grandpa, his mother, when he was 14 years old, came in 1907. His mother put garlic in his suitcase when he got here, and we still raise that garlic today. 110 years later, we still raise the exact garlic. It's really cool. So Teresa makes a lot of pasta dishes, and she promotes pasta dishes and Italian food to those girls. And I'm always saying, you girls, gravy and biscuits is number one. And Teresa says pasta is number one. How many would agree with me? Yeah. Look, turn around, Teresa. Teresa doesn't even like gravy and biscuits. Never knew what it was till we got married. Tomatoes? And tomatoes? Oh, my dad did that. I don't care about that. No. Bacon and jelly, and yeah, I like it. The tomato thing is not for me. But anyway, Teresa's making Airlie some pasta a while back, 3 months ago, and Airlie calls it pusta. And Teresa didn't get it quite done as normal. It was just a little, she calls it el dente, whatever that means. It's not a hillbilly word where I come from, I'll tell you that. And Airlie looked at Nona. By the way, they call her Nona. Nona means little fat grandma in Italian. It really does. She looked at Teresa and she says, Nona, because that pasta wasn't quite done, she said, Nona, does this pusta have bones in it? One more story about my granddaughter. Her mother ran in the ditch a while back in about April or May. Ran in the ditch, and they was kind of sideways in the ditch. It wasn't bad, but it was scary to those girls. And the tree limbs were up against the windows. And Airly asked her mother that night, says, "Mommy," says, you know, that freaked them out seeing them limbs around all that glass. She says, "Mommy, does Nona drive her van in the bushes too?" Let me sing the song that I recorded from an old Seldom Seen album with Jonathan Edwards back when I was young. And he sang this song, and I recorded this for Airly. It's called Little Hands. Look at those hands, they're baby's hands, dimpled and fat like a pillow. May they grow up to be strong as an oak, as graceful as a willow. Oh Lord, what will they do? I'm asking you. Will they bake bread or play the fiddle? For all I know, they will build a new world. Will mine grow old and brittle? Little hands, what are you gonna do? Today you belong to a baby, tomorrow you'll belong to a lady. I love you, little hands, when you're playing in the sand, the way you love your mother. I will hold on to the memory of this scene like one hand holds the other. Little hands, what are you gonna do? Today you belong to a baby, tomorrow you'll belong to a lady. Today you belong to a baby, tomorrow you'll belong to a beautiful lady. We made a video on a song called "A Heart That Will Never Break Again." We put it on Facebook here, I don't know, quite a while back. It now has over 6 million views on Facebook. Its song has really touched a lot of people. It has about 14,000 comments. And Marley, if you read the comments, at first I tried to keep up with them. Can't do that anymore. But they're all about the same. Wow, this song really reminds me of Mom. Reminds me of Dad. Reminds me of my family, my aunts and uncles. That's the reason they share it so many times. Sometimes it's had 50,000 views in one day. And it's because people share it, and they share it, and they share it, and they share it. The video is of me walking through the cemetery. Teresa filmed it for me. We went out there on a beautiful fall day there in northern Ohio, and I was laying flowers on graves of people in my life that had touched my life, that had inspired my life. My grandparents' grave, I was there, aunts and uncles, one of my cousins, one of my hunting buddies, another one of my hunting buddies' young daughter that passed away. Our homecoming queen from the class of 1976, Kathy. She's laid there when she was 34 years old, died of cancer. We would never dream on homecoming day that she would die so young. I wasn't saying, even some of my neighbors are there, their stones are on that video. I wasn't saying that I know that all of those people went to heaven. What I was saying is these people had an impact on my life. I hope I can sing it for you tonight. Hope you enjoy it. Can't watch the video, but you could go to Facebook and watch it, or go to my website, wadespencer.com, or go to YouTube and look up the song, A Heart That Will Never Break Again. But I'll sing it for you tonight. It's an old Easter Brothers song they wrote many, many years ago. It's from my bluegrass album. Here we go. I'll have a heart that will never break again. I remember standing at my daddy's bedside, and the tears filled up the wrinkles on his face as I held his withered hand. He smiled and whispered, "Son, I'm going to live in a better place, and I'll have eyes that will never fill with teardrops. I'll have legs that will never ache with pain. I'll have hands that will never age and wither, and a heart that will never break again." I have often heard and read about that city where with Jesus we shall live forevermore. There's a mansion in construction for my dwelling, and the streets of gold will run by my front door, and all the eyes of the blind will then be opened, and they'll join the victory march with the lame, and the deaf who's never heard the roar of thunder will rejoice to hear the Savior call his name. And I'll have eyes that will never fill with teardrops. I'll have legs that will never ache with pain. I'll have hands that will never age and wither, and a heart that will never break again, and a heart that will never break again. Let's sing a song together. A song that you all know, an old standard of the church. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you'll recognize it pretty quick. I'd like for you to clap along and sing it with me tonight, okay? Here we go.
Some glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. Let me hear you sing. Here we go. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away. Going to a land where joy shall never end. I'll fly away. Let me hear you sing. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Oh, I'll fly away. Fly away. Gonna fly away.
That's what makes you feel like an offering. Dig a little deeper.
No, I don't know that one.
Hey, let's throw this bucket around the room real quick. This guy travels all the time. As we were talking about, he was at church this morning. Pat, did you enjoy that? Or yesterday? Or Sunday? You wasn't in your church?
No, I was in Crossfield, Tennessee.
Oh, you wasn't in Pat's church.
No.
Or Jeff's church. He was just hanging out at Jeff's house. Well, Pat, try to get him sometime, okay? It takes an offering to get him. So I'm going to send the pitch pot around, and this is all going to go to the ministry. So, do you love this fella? Yeah. Especially the stories you have to tell. I appreciate that a lot. So I'll let start here. I'm sure she does it someday.
All right.
Y'all come on in and get a seat here. Come on in, have a seat.
I sang a Glenn Campbell song tonight. He was one of my favorites. He was my wife's favorite singer. She tells me that all the time. Glenn Campbell is the best, she says. My favorite. That's okay. He was awesome. So I sang a Glenn Campbell song. I sang a Don Williams song. We've lost both of them recently. Now let me sing a song by a guy that really impacted my life as far as style and taste of music. Let me sing one of his songs tonight for you. I think you'll recognize it. The warden down the hallway to his doom. I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest, and I heard him tell the warden just before he reached my cell, let my guitar playing friend do my request. Let him sing me back home with a song I used to hear, and make my old memories come alive, and take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. I recall last Sunday morning, a choir from off the street came in to sing a few old gospel songs, and I heard him tell the singers, oh, there's a song my mama used to sing. Could I hear it once before you move along? Let them sing me back home with a song I used to hear, and make my old memories come alive, and take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. Sing me back home before I die. I grew up listening to the Rambos, the Hensons, the Happy Goodmans, and the Inspirations. You mentioned Elvis Presley was searching in his last years and months. How many remember the Rambos? All right. You know there is a Rambos album laying on Elvis's bed. He was really close friends with the Rambos, and it's no wonder why. Those songs that Dottie wrote. I see a songbook on the old piano, Dottie Rambo's songs. 2,500 songs Dottie Rambo wrote, and I'm telling you, it was some good ones. We became friends with Buck Rambo back in '94. Buck and I recorded this song together, one of Dottie's greatest, I think. And when Buck got sick a couple years ago, he asked me if I would sing at his funeral. And about a year and a half ago, Buck passed away, I think the 21st of February. And I went there to Nashville and sang along with the Oak Ridge Boys. The Freemans were there. The Isaacs, which are my cousins. Have you ever seen the Isaacs? Yeah. I taught them everything they know. Did they? I did a concert with them a week ago Friday. They used to act like the Spencers, and you've probably seen them do that. But I worked on a program at Loretta Lynn's Ranch a week ago Friday with the Isaacs, and I said, hey, Sonia, I told a guy the other day, said he was going to be seeing you guys a couple of nights later. I said, I told him to tell you that I taught you how to play that mandolin. She said, he told me that. She couldn't remember where it was, and I couldn't either. I think it was Indiana. She said, I don't remember where it was, but he did tell me that. She got a big kick out of that. But anyway, let me sing an old Rambo song. This is a song I sang at Buck's funeral. It's called Come Spring. I stood in the lonely room of a mother, old and gray. Her voice so weak she could hardly speak. I brushed a tear away. She was watching the little snowflakes falling on the window pane. She breathed a sigh and then replied, I'll be gone to be with Jesus come spring. Before the roses bloom in my garden, I'll be gathering flowers in a better land. Before the fields are green, before the robin sings, I'll be gone to be with Jesus come spring. There's a big gate standing open. A gentle voice calls me home. Soon I'll be in God's country, in a garden all my own, with my troubles all behind me and my body free from pain. When the sun melts the snow and the warm winds blow, I'll be gone to be with Jesus come spring. Now the roses have bloomed in her garden, and the warm winds blow across the fields of green. She's gone where angels sing. Earth's loss is heaven's gain. But we'll meet when God gathers flowers come spring. Now the roses have bloomed in her garden, and the warm winds blow across the fields of green. She's gone where angels sing. Earth's loss is heaven's gain. But we'll meet when God gathers flowers come spring. But we'll meet when God gathers flowers come spring. I first heard about Jesus sitting on my mama's knee. All heart and all ears, my eyes filled with tears as she told where he died just for me. Though the years have gone by, I will break down and cry when the story is told to me still, as though it may be the truth. I'm getting over my youth, but I will never be over the hill. Never be over the hill. I'll never be over Calvary. wish yesterday's marvel too soon becomes today's mundane. But the world's greatest story, redemption glory, can never be common and plain. But it's the Johnny-come-lately men admire so greatly, every new wind that brings a new thrill. But there's no current affair can match what happened up there. I know I'll never be over the hill, never be over the hill. I'll never be over Calvary, for it was their sin's power over me was taken away. Oh, happy day, overcome by the blood of the Lamb. I am saved and forever I am, overwhelmed, overjoyed, overfilled. I'll never be over the hill. Overwhelmed, overjoyed, overfilled. I'll never be over the hill. Overwhelmed, overjoyed, overfilled. I'll never be over the hill. Over the hill. On the other side, the sun always shines. No minutes, no hours, there's no such thing as time, where the streets are paved with gold and will never grow old. On the other side, on the other side, everybody sings. There's miles and miles of flowers and lots of pretty things, where the skies are perfect blue and everything looks brand new. On the other side, well, I've never been to heaven. I didn't know what it was like, but God let me have a glimpse in my dream last night, and I could see you smiling. You were looking right at me for the first time in a long time. On your face I saw some peace, and I knew everything was gonna be alright. On the other side, on the other side, do you ever see me cry? Do you know how much I miss you? Wish I could have said goodbye. Just one more I love you. Oh, am I really getting through? On the other side, well, I've never been to heaven. I didn't know what it was like, but God let me have a glimpse in my dream last night, and I could hear you laughing. You were looking right at me, and for the first time in a long time, on your face I saw some peace, and I knew everything was gonna be alright.
more tears and no more sad goodbyes on the other side. On the other side. On the other side. My voice is about to quit on me. I'm going to close out with a song that the Spencers recorded in 1989. Became our first. We had 3 singles in a row that went #1. Our first one was this song, Coming Soon. And the Spencers did a reunion in Kentucky 2 years ago, and I had sung these songs for so many years, I was kind of tired of them. When my parents retired, I didn't sing any old Spencer songs for many years. And that night, Mom started singing this song, Coming Soon, and it just kind of hit me between the eyes, like, man, that's still a good song. And I was talking to myself on stage, Wade, you need to record that song. It's been 20-some years, 25 years. So I re-recorded it. I hope you'll enjoy it tonight. I do want to say again, thanks for having us tonight. Thank you all for coming. Got a nice crowd tonight. And I'd like to just close out with this song that do you any of you remember Coming Soon? My mom singing Coming Soon? A lot of you do. All right, here's my version. I cut it a little different and a little shorter and took some of the little slower pace stuff out, but I just got right to the meat of it from the beginning. So I hope you enjoy it tonight. Coming Soon. Once he came to this world of sin and sorrow, an humble babe in a manger in Bethlehem. But this time he's coming in all his power. Great kings of earth will bow and worship his great name. Coming soon, Jesus in all his glory, not just a Savior, but a reigning King. Coming soon, and the whole world will be witness. Oh, be ready, for he is coming soon. And when he comes, he'll bind the power of Satan. Little children with the lamb and lion will play, and all the earth will be so filled with his glory. No need for crying, for all tears are wiped away. Coming soon, Jesus in all his glory, not just a Savior, but a reigning King. Coming soon, and the whole world will be witness. Oh, be ready, for he is coming soon. Coming soon, Jesus in all his glory, not just a Savior, but a reigning coming soon, and the whole world will be witness. Oh, be ready, for he is coming soon. Oh, be ready, for he is coming soon. Thank you. God bless you.